good morning. So yesterday we have discussed about the chemical coordination. A brief introduction I have given about hormone, and what I told, hormone is a chemical which is non-nutrient in nature, secreted from different endocrine glands. Why it is endocrine? Because of they do not have any duct. They are ductless glands. And from the site of production, it enters to the site of action. That means where the action to be brought through blood. Now we shall be talking to you today the different location of endocrine gland. So if you go through my PowerPoint presentation, here I am showing you the different endocrine glands. See the brain, the diencephalon part of brain. Here I have given the model of this brain where the diencephalon is a part of forebrain. Okay. Now at the diencephalon part you have the hypothalamus. This is I am showing you hypothalamus. So this is a very important endocrine gland. Then the master gland, to whom we called pituitary gland. Why it is called master gland? We shall come. Then pineal gland. Then this part on both sides of the vocal cord. You see here one. This is the thyroid gland, and at chest we have the thymus gland. Then kidney, on both the tip of kidney we have adrenal gland. Here this as in the form of a cap. Separately I will show you. Then we have pancreas as a, can you tell me what type of gland pancreas is? Mixed gland. Why? Because it is both endocrine and exocrine in nature. As an exocrine gland, it secretes various digestive enzymes like pancreatic lipase, pancreatic amylase, etc. But it also acts as an endocrine gland. It is having some patches of cell within it, which is called islets of Langerhans. What is it called? Islets of Langerhans. I will show you separately. It is having alpha cell, beta cell, delta cell, and how the different hormones produced from that. I will show you separately. So this is the pancreas. Then we have the gonad. In case of male, we have a pair of testes. This is one, and in case of female we have a pair of ovary. Separately I am showing now another view. You can see very clearly the position, the pineal gland at this part, then hypothalamus near to the brain diencephalon part, then pituitary gland. Of course it is not on the tip of nose, it is at this part of the, look at the section of brain. Then thyroid gland here, as I told you, on the both side of the neck. Then the thymus gland on the chest. The thymus gland here you can see. Then adrenal gland as a cap, just like a cap on both the kidney, tip of the kidney. Both the tip of the kidney. Here you see one kidney, another kidney, and just like a cap. Just like a cap. This part, yellow is light yellow is adrenal gland. Then you have the pancreas. Then again ovary in case of female, and male testes. Now I will show you individually the glands. Again another figure. Now before coming to the pituitary gland, let us talk to you about the hypothalamus, the position. See, this is the diencephalon. Diencephalon part. You have at the base of diencephalon, this is the demarcation hypothalamus. What is the gland? Hypothalamus. So hypothalamus is a very, very important gland. Why it is important? Because without the signal of hypothalamus, the pituitary gland cannot act. Hypothalamus is both secreting the hormones for releasing the hormones from other gland, as well as it is secreting the hormones which inhibits. Say for example, hypothalamus is secreting a hormone, gonadotropin releasing hormone. What is the hormone? GnRH. Gonadotropin releasing hormone. It acts as a stimulating hormone. It will stimulate the hormone secretion from the different glands, especially it will affect the pituitary glands and helps for its secretion. As well as it is this hypothalamus which produces a inhibitory hormone also. Which produces a inhibitory hormone also. Say for example, somatostatin. It inhibits the production of growth hormone. Is it clear to you? Yes. Now coming to the point of this pituitary gland, then we have pineal, the hypothalamus, then we have pineal gland, we shall discuss later on. Now we are going to the I will come this video presentation a bit later. Now with respect of the pituitary gland, to whom we call the master gland. Pituitary gland, to whom we call the master gland. This is the pituitary gland, a stalk-like structure joined with the hypothalamus. So I have drawn separately here the pituitary gland. See, pituitary gland is covered within a bony cage, just outer surface of bony cage. Let me use some other color of chalk so that it will be clear. Outer surface of bony cage within the skull. This is the bony cage within which the pituitary gland reside. Within the pituitary gland reside. This is called, this bony covering is called, what is it called? Sella tarsica. Sella tarsica. Now, within this, the pituitary gland are attached to this base of the hypothalamus by means of a stalk. This is the stalk. This is the stalk. Infundibular stem. This is what you call infundibular stem. What is it called? Infundibular stem. Now, within the infundibular stem, the pituitary gland is having two main parts. What are the two main parts? Anterior pituitary gland, otherwise called pars distalis of adenohypophysis. Actually, anterior pituitary gland is called adenohypophysis. And posterior pituitary gland called neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis, otherwise called anterior pituitary gland, and posterior pituitary gland is called neurohypophysis. Is that clear to you? Yes. Now, the adenohypophysis or anterior pituitary gland, it secretes so many hormones. These hormones, commonly we can call it as tropic hormone. Say for example, you have read sometime tropic movement, means which is inducing. So the hormones produced from this anterior pituitary gland, it is inducing other gland for its hormone production. What are the hormones produced from the anterior pituitary gland? What are the hormones? Let us discuss one by one. Number one, from anterior pituitary gland. Number one, say thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. So this is the hormone which when secretes, you will stimulate the thyroid gland. This is thyroid gland. It will stimulate the thyroid gland. Separately, I will show you the thyroid gland. I will show you the thyroid gland. See here. This is the thyroid gland. Okay. Two lobes, left lobe, right lobe, and they are connected by a band of tissue present over the neck. This is the position of the thyroid gland. See my two thyroid gland connected with the band of tissue. Okay. So the thyroid gland only produces its hormone when it is getting a stimulus from anterior pituitary. And what is the stimulus? In the form of hormone called thyroid stimulating hormone. Is it clear to you? Yes. Very clear? Yes, then it is secreting growth hormone, GH, growth hormone. Okay. Then GH, growth hormone. Then it is secreting prolactin. Prolactin hormone, when secreted from the thyroid gland, it will stimulate the mammary gland of female to produce the milk. Okay. Then it is secreting FSH. It is secreting LH. What are the role of FSH? Let me first explain FSH. What is the full form? Follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone. See, during pubertal stage, the primordial follicle of female within the ovary will gradually become bigger. So primordial follicle will convert into a mature Graafian follicle. Okay. This maturation is controlled by follicle stimulating hormone. Means it will stimulate the follicular cell to grow and convert into a mature Graafian follicle. So this is about follicle stimulating hormone role in case of female. What is the role in case of male? In case of male also it is produced. In case of male, it will stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. In 12th class, we shall teach you how the process of spermatogenesis is taking place. But by that time, I tell you, spermatogenesis is the process of formation of sperm. Where from? From the spermatogonial cell. What does it present? It present within the seminiferous tubule, inner lining of the seminiferous tubule. Is it clear? So what is the role of FSH hormone in case of male? What is the role of FSH hormone? In case of male? Yes, it helps for the process of spermatogenesis. Clear? Now, LH. What is the role of LH hormone in male? What is the role of LH hormone in female? Very, very important for both male and female. Let us first know the role of LH hormone in female. See, when the FSH hormone is producing, it is helping to mature the primordial follicle into mature Graafian follicle. Suppose this is the mature Graafian follicle. Now it contains ovum. Okay. It will burst and release the ovum. So this releasing of ovum will induce by the level of LH hormone. luteinizing hormone. What is its full form? Luteinizing hormone. So, when LH hormone will be secreted and when it will reach to its peak, generally in the menstrual cycle, it reaches to its peak, gradually increasing and reaches to its peak. This is your FSH hormone. I will use another chalk for separation. So if it is the FSH hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, the peak of, just try to understand the peak of LH hormone. So LH hormone reaches to its peak from 10 to 14th day of menstrual cycle, but especially at the middle or say 14th day of the menstrual cycle, LH hormone become very high. It's tremendously it is secreting, means the concentration of LH hormone secretion reaches to its peak and it will burst the Graafian follicle and release the ovum. That means ovulation. This process we call ovulation. So ovulation is being induced by the production of the LH hormone. In case of female, what about in case of male? In case of male, within the testes, suppose this is the testes, you are having seminiferous tubule, these are the seminiferous tubule. When you are cutting a TS, these are the seminiferous tubule. And within the seminiferous tubule, you have interstitial cell. These are the interstitial cell, means in between the spaces of seminiferous tubule. This is called interstitial cell. What is it called? Interstitial cell. Otherwise, it is having name Leydig cell or interstitial cell of Leydig. This LH hormone of pituitary gland stimulate the interstitial cell of Leydig. And what will be then action? This Leydig cell will produce. This Leydig cell will now produce. What it will produce? Testosterone. It will produce testosterone hormone, which is the male androgen. Is it clear to you? So this is, I have talked to you about the hormone produced from the anterior pituitary gland. TSH, GH, prolactin, FSH, LH, okay? Likewise, so many hormones are produced, all are having inducing effect. Induce the other hormonal gland to produce its hormone. But posterior pituitary gland is also having a very important role for hormone production. So let me rub and use the posterior pituitary gland. What are the hormones produced? Shall I rub this part? So posterior pituitary gland. Posterior pituitary gland. Posterior pituitary gland. From posterior pituitary gland, two main hormones are produced. How many hormones? Two. One is oxytocin. Oxytocin. Okay. What is the role of this oxytocin hormone? So role is very, very important. This hormone, oxytocin, when a mother is carrying a baby within her uterus, the baby is growing within the mother's womb. Okay? This is the embryo. Now, the baby is growing. When the maturation of the baby or the fetus, not baby, the fetus is almost completed, that is at around 9 months of pregnancy period, then the fetal ejection jerk, fetus wants to come out. It is giving a severe jerk, and this jerk induces the pituitary gland to secrete a hormone called oxytocin. I will not write it full because of this space. Oxytocin hormone. This oxytocin hormone, when these uterine muscles, these are inner wall of the uterus having 3 layers: endometrium, inner layer, middle layer of myometrium, and outer layer perimetrium. The myometrium is highly muscular. This oxytocin hormone will give a severe jar to the uterine wall. As a result, this jar will continuously give a pressure over the fetus, and the fetus will get delivered from the mother's womb. That process what we call as parturition. So, which is the hormone responsible for oxytocin, and where from it is secreting? Posterior pituitary gland. Another very important hormone secreted from the posterior pituitary gland, that is called ADH hormone. ADH. So this is the posterior pituitary gland. ADH. Anti-diuretic hormone. What is the name? Anti-diuretic hormone. Otherwise called vasopressin. What is its role? This hormone acts on the renal tubule. Renal tubule, as you know, the nephron is having proximal convoluted tubule, then Henle loop, and then distal convoluted tubule. This ADH hormone affects on the distal convoluted tubule of the Henle loop, where the remaining part of water is getting absorbed. So this hormone triggers the distal convoluted tubule, DCT. Proximal convoluted tubule is the PCT, and the final absorption of water from the urine is taking place by the distal convoluted tubule of nephron. Okay. As a result, out of 180 liter glomerular filtrate produced per day, only we produce 1.5 or 1.5 or maximum 2 liter of urine, not more than that a day. Why? Because remaining all are reabsorbed. So distal convoluted tubule play a very important part for this reabsorption, and this is being directed by the ADH, anti-diuretic hormone, otherwise called vasopressin. If these hormones are not secreted, then what will happen? Excess water will not be reabsorbed. Then frequently you will ask for go on visiting the washroom for urination. That is a disease called diabetes insipidus. What is the disease? Diabetes insipidus. Don't confuse, it is not the sugar related glycosuria or something like diabetes mellitus. It is diabetes insipidus. It is not a sugar disease. This symptom is excess urination, frequent visiting the washroom for urination, diabetes insipidus. So this hormone ADH is protecting us from that, secreted from the posterior pituitary gland. From anterior pituitary gland, another hormone which I have not told you, that is ACTH. ACTH. Secreted from the anterior pituitary gland. Anterior pituitary gland. What is this hormone? Full form adenocorticotropic hormone. What is its role? This adenocorticotropic hormone will, I will show you again the main different digestive glands. You see, the adrenal gland in the form of cap. Can you see in the form of yellowish cap present at the tip of each kidney? So this adrenal gland, when this ACTH hormone is secreted from the anterior pituitary, it will act on the, this is the kidney, and in the form of cap, this adrenal gland is present over both the kidney. This is the adrenal gland. So this ACTH hormone will stimulate. Adrenal gland is having two parts, adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. So this will stimulate the adrenal cortex area to secrete the hormone from the adrenal cortex. What is the hormone secreted from the adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla? We shall handle separately when we shall discuss the adrenal gland. So today I have mainly focused on the master gland, that is the pituitary gland, and its hormone production and how it regulates the different activities, how it as a tropic hormone stimulates the function of other glands. Is it clear to you? Any question? Any one of you? If you have any query? Is it clear? Yes. So I hope I could give you a very, very clear idea, and I am sure that you have today got a very clear concept about the role of hypothalamus, the position of pituitary gland and its role as a master gland. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.